Hallelujah. Hello, good afternoon, good night, good morning. This is Malhut, and I am your friend Moshe. Well, some people decide to call me Dr. Moshe, but I am Moshe, and I want to provoke you this afternoon. Again, sending out all the blessings to you, all of those who participate and you're part of Malhut. And as I love it, God is doing something. There's a wave of the glory that's coming to you, that's manifesting as the word says, that the knowledge of the glory of God will cover the earth as the waters cover the sea. And so we want to bless you. As a matter of fact, Today I want to speak to you about, or actually we're gonna start speaking about a man. I am man. I love that. I'm a man, not just I'm a man, but I am man. And it says here in Genesis chapter 1 and verse number 24, and God said, let the earth, no, let me take a jump to verse 26, and God said, let us make man in our image after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over the cattle, and over all, let me say that again, and over all the earth, and over every creeping things that creepeth upon the earth. That's above, we have power over creeps. Oh my gosh. So, this is very interesting. Man, just straight to an introduction. Man, this is man. Man, Adam. Here in the Bible, the word here in the Hebrew that is used for for man is Adam. Adam is actually the Hebrew word for man. And so Adam in the Hebrew, we're going to find out something, how God locked wisdom. He locked himself, or he hid himself in man. I love that word also, the word world in Hebrew, which is the word olam, and olam means to hide. So God hid himself, and this is interesting. I believe he hid himself in the world inside of man. He hid himself in the world inside of man. And so just very quickly, I'm just going to provoke you a little. I am man. What is man? In the Hebrew is the word Adam. Adam in the Hebrew is spelled Aleph, Dalit, and Mim. Now, Aleph is 1 in the Hebrew, Dalit is 4, and Mim is 40. So we get 45. The value of the name Adam is 45. Look how God does something. Look what God did. God hid himself in the man. The value of the man is 45. Let's see the value of the name of Hashem spelled out. The name Yud He with Vav He. The tetragrammaton, or the ineffable name. This name that represents means exists. He exists, meaning that he's ever present. Look how it's spelled. It is spelled Yud He. Okay, it's Yud He Vav He. Yud is Yud Vav Dalit. That's 20. He is He Aleph. That's 6. Vav is Vav Aleph Vav. That's 13. And He again, He Aleph, that is 6. And all together, 20 plus 6 plus 13 and plus 6, that's 45. Look, who is man? Who am I? I'm a man. I represent Hashem. His name is in me. His name is in me. As a matter of fact, the Adam was taken from the Adamah, and the Adamah is the earth. Now, this is interesting because Adamah, you can also, with the same words, Adamah. What is Adamah? Man is taken from the Adamah or the Adamah. What is Adamah? Adamah means to emulate, to be like, to resemble. God's goal or God's intention in the creation of man was to emulate him. And to emulate him, and this name, Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, represents the name of covenant, that God is ever present. He is present with you. He's present within the man. It does not matter where you go, where you make your bed. In hell, you make it in the heavens, you make it under the earth. It does not matter. He has placed his name in you, and he's saying, I'm ever present in you. What do you mean that I'm ever present? Now, if you look at 45, 4 and 5 is 9. 9 is a constant. It's a constant. Anything you multiply 9 by, it ends up 9. This is interesting, that God has placed in the man a constant. You cannot remove me. I cannot be eliminated. It does not matter how many diseases and so on come. I will be here. I will be here. I will be here. And what does 9 also represent? It represents that period of birth. I love that. That you're constantly giving birth to something. I'm going to ask you, man, what are you giving birth to now? What are you inventing now? What are you taking the Adamah and you're transforming it into? Man represents potential. The potential, and listen what it said. It said Yeshua himself, he said, what? Come thy kingdom, be done thy will, where? In earth. In earth, what do you mean in earth? Because the kingdom is inside of you, and Hashem has locked himself inside of you. He is inside of you. This is very interesting. Inside of the man, God, he spans the universe in the palm of his hand. And yet, he lives inside of you. He places name on you. Man, who am I? I represent him. I represent God. I'm emulating him. I'm representing him. I'm manifesting him. And it says he gave that man authority over creepers, over creeping things, over and all the things that move within the earth atmosphere. You have authority. You're a man. You're a man. You represent God. In that situation where you're in, you represent God. The authority, dominion is on you. And the power to rectify and bring things back in order, to bring things in order and keep it in order has been given to you. Man, God hides himself in you. And he says, if you seek me, you will find me. But do it with a pure heart. Malhut, man. Who am I?